Okay, so we are looking at this wire sculpture titled Food. And when you first see it, you notice how it was made. You can imagine how it was made. I see that initial bone structure. It's very thin, one or two wires thick, that wraps its way through the dog. And then all the other wire after that seems to have been wrapped around that initial structure in various techniques. And I'm looking now at the legs, front legs, back legs, the tail, even that spine, and I can see how tightly wrapped the wire is. It's not coiled, but it is much more tight than the rest of the sculpture. You can see the ribs, the neck, the head, the snout, all of that wire seems to be much looser. And the title too really adds to this food. And when you think about the title and what you're seeing with the sculpture, I think, well, this dog must be very thin. Initially, before I started to think about the title and the interpretation of it, I thought, is this a skeleton? But then I realized, no, the way that it was made, the looser wire, the addition of the ears and the snout and the nose, this dog isn't a skeleton, but it's just very thin. And you can see that in that rib area where, just like in a real life situation where a dog would be very thin and hasn't eaten in a while, you would see that rib cage. And the way that the dog is standing as well, it's very upright, very stoic. It feels very strong compared to how thin it looks and how it must be starving, and yet it's standing so upright. It gives this feeling of resilience, like I'm still here, I'm still standing no matter what this dog has been through. And I think between the title and the way that it was wrapped and the way that the sculpture has come out using those techniques really all add to that idea and emotion that it evokes. And I think that it was a very successful way to create this piece. So yes, I think it was very successful, and I enjoy analyzing this work.